Today I have a super exciting videos to share with you. I am going to dive into the weird and sometimes wonderful world of TikTok regarding acupuncture. And let me tell you, I've stumbled upon some definitely crazy stuff. But here's the thing, in all seriousness, while we are here to be entertained, we also have to look at these videos with a critical eye and approach these with an understanding that we are here to promote the benefit of acupuncture in the best way possible and learn the lessons from some of those videos I'm going to share with you today. I encourage you to share your thoughts and reactions in the comments below because we are all here to learn from each other, grow, and elevate the practice of acupuncture. Because after all, acupuncture rocks! Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Clara from AcuPro Academy and I create Chinese medicine and acupuncture content for students and practitioners, making it easy to grasp and fun to learn. Now, let's dive in this reaction TikTok weird acupuncture videos, but before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future video. Let's do this! Okay, I got my glasses, ready to watch. Let's look at the first one.
Is it possible to cure sickness with acupuncture? Well, according to this doctor, you can breathe better and clear your sinuses in just a few seconds.
I currently have the flu, so let's see what this actually does to me.
Step 1 is to push in and out under your cheekbone. Then pull the bottom of your ear and your sinuses will begin to drain. Hold this for 10 seconds.
That definitely helped. Try it for yourself.
So when we look at this video, I just want to address the fact that acupressure and acupuncture is a question that a lot of people ask, specifically because I've been on social media for a while and I do videos on acupressure. Now, what I wanted to say about this is obviously you tried it and it worked, which is awesome. I get that question a lot about acupressure versus acupuncture. They are the same points. Acupressure and acupuncture look at the same point. So if I acupressure this point, large intestine 20, to open the nose, it is going to work, and I can tell my patients to do this while they're home to give them homework and something they can utilize in their house to continue the treatment and to continue healing. However, acupuncture is much more in depth than acupressure because you are triggering minute nerves to send signal to the brain to self-regulate, to heal, to decrease inflammation, to bring endorphin to the surface. No matter what we're doing, we're triggering the central nervous system and putting the patients usually in a parasympathetic state. So in general, acupuncture is much more stronger, and that's why it's really important to go see a qualified acupuncturist to treat something that's chronic. However, it is great for patients to go home and have homework and show them a point like large intestine 4, which is really good to relieve headaches if they are in an acute state and they can't take medicine. So that's the difference between acupuncture and acupressure, and I love that there are a lot of practitioners showing those points to people so they can help themselves. And I think that's a great way to start this reaction video because it's positive. Let's continue. Oh, look at this cutie, such a sweetie. Okay, that I don't like too much. She's gonna put a catheter up there. Oh.
Then we are going to go right up the nose and flush vigorously with sterile saline. These cats with chronic upper respiratory infections have been on every antibiotic under the sun, so I'm hoping that getting out all of these gross boogers will help them feel some relief. I'm also in the process of getting my acupuncture certification, so I placed some needles to help drain the sinuses and help with conjunctivitis.
So here's another video that I think is fantastic. First of all, acupuncture is used for animals all over the world, right? Horses, cats, dogs, turtle, anything. I've seen elephants receiving acupuncture. I've seen tigers. It's fantastic. So here's something that a lot of people will say, and we're going to look at those videos later on, but oh, acupuncture is a sham. There's no study. It doesn't work. It's pseudoscience, etc., because it's placebo effect. Well, let me ask you a question. This is what I say to people. So how does it work on animals? When she was putting large intestine 20 and bladder 2 to drain the sinuses of the cat doesn't know she's trying to drain the sinuses. So there's no placebo effect with animals. Well, looky, acupuncture actually works, and it's not just placebo. There's a lot of evidence-based studies that are done, and I'll link some more below because we're going to continue to look at some videos that may not be as positive as this beautiful kitty receiving acupuncture for sinuses again. Boy, this is a popular topic on TikTok, it seems.
Okay, so for anyone who has a really bad gag reflex at the dentist and can't have anything done, we take a little endophile. This is what we use for root canals, and we stick it in the skin, the little fold. It's called your mentolabial fold, little crease right above your chin. And we put it in there during the procedure, and your gag reflex will go away.
All right, we'll see. Oh my God, it works. Maybe it's just... It's falling forward.
This is me trying it out on myself because I have a really bad gag reflex, and when I first learned about it, I didn't believe it, and it really does work.
Oh my God, that works!
Yes, it does work. I love to see other people like dentists using acupuncture to help their patients. So the gag reflex when you go to a dentist is very common for people, and when 24 is a great point to relax the jaw, relax the sublingual nerve ending, and so we don't feel like we're gagging when we have to go, you know, in the back of the mouth to do dentistry work. So I love that. She was surprised it worked for her. I absolutely love to see that because it really sheds a light of how many ways we can use acupuncture in all the medicine. And by the way, acupuncture is used in a lot of dentistry area for anesthetic. So when people cannot be put under for reason that they're allergic to the medicine or the anesthetics, they will use acupuncture needle so they can work on the patient and use acupuncture for anesthetic. So that is fantastic, and that's used a lot in a lot of places in the world. So another kudos, another great video, right? This is all positive. I didn't want to pick just negative videos because I think we want to see also the world that is amazing on TikTok.
So I just went and got acupuncture done, and check this out. I left and I went to go get something, and look, still a needle in my head. What the? Where is it? That thing. So I was just walking out. This is my skull.
Okay, so be honest. You don't have to put it in the comment, but have you ever left a needle in a patient? When I was in TCM school, I think it was in my third year, I went to school 5 years for a TCM doctorate, and we were in clinic, and a patient walked out of the room after we took the needles out. She got dressed and she walked out of the room, and I was in the hallway waiting for her. And as I'm walking, she's ahead of me in the hallway, and I see do 20 sticking out of her head, just like this gentleman. And I was like mortified. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And so I ran to my supervisor, and she goes, well, you go, you're going to take it out and you're going to apologize. So I went, I did that. I felt really bad. And then my teacher said, once you write down all the points that you did, you count that. And if it's 15, then when you go back to take all the needles out, as you take them out, count. And if you get to 14, you know you missed something. So counting the needle was such a really good advice from my teacher. It's really important to be present, and we have other things that we're going to talk about, which is really important as well in the next video. I'm doing acupuncture for the first time, and I'm just laying there butt out, and the doctor left the door open and other patients are walking by, but I can't even close it. It's been 40 minutes. Oh boy. Okay. So that is completely unacceptable. First of all, the door should not be open. This poor patient is laying there, obviously probably sciatica issue because obviously the needles were on his glutes. And this patient's door is open so people are seeing everything. That is so unacceptable. And that's a first time acupuncture patient. It's even worse for the poor patient who has no idea what's going on, can't get up to call for help, and it's been sitting there for 40 minutes. So one of the things that's really important is to have a call button. My patients have a call button that they press and it rings. We have different rings for different rooms, so we know which room is calling. And we have the speaker that in an area where there is either the receptionist, the assistant, or where I am. So we all have to make sure that we have that button, so when patients call, we can rush to them in case they're dizzy, they're not feeling good, or something is happening, right? That's really important. So this doesn't happen, and leaving the door open is ridiculous. ethically ridiculous. So we can learn from that. This is really important to have a call button. I'll put the link below to the one I bought. I bought it on Amazon, and you can check it out and see what it looks like. Okay? Next.
I don't trust people who do acupuncture. They're backstabbers.
There's a lot of jokes on acupuncture, and yes, we are backstabbers. Yes, we are. I've had patients saying to me, where are you going to jab me today? Prick me, stab me. Like, it's very funny the language that patient use. So I always say, I needle you. I don't stab you, jab you, prick you. I needle you. This is what I do. And so they just laugh, but they love it so much that they make jokes out of it. I think that's really funny. My mom used to love that little cartoon that showed a porcupine, and it says porcupines are never sick because they have permanent acupuncture needles in them. So I think that's very cute. So having a sense of humor is really important, and yes, we are backstabbers. Let's see if I can see another one like this.
I'm actually really excited to try acupuncture for the first time. I mean, oh, wow, hey, my lower back pain's going away.
Oh my God, you guys, that is fantastic. I love it. I think the humor there makes me laugh. It's so funny. I think we have to laugh at ourselves sometimes, and that's fantastic. Yep, that is precise needling. Our needle, however, are much, much smaller, right? They're hair thin, they can bend, they're so small, so we can't throw them from that far, but that's kind of fun.
Acupuncture is a total scam. Studies after studies have proven that acupuncture is all based on the placebo effect. The more invasive a treatment is, the more powerful the placebo effect is. When someone puts needles into your skin, the placebo effect is much stronger than if a doctor gives you a sugar pill.
Okay, you know what's great about this TikTok is that I went into the comments of this creator, and all the comments were defending acupuncture, saying I've used it so many times, it helped me. So it was fantastic because everybody argued with him and it was all positive. So I love that. Go into the comments sometimes and you might be surprised. There's always going to be people that are going to say that acupuncture is a scam. Now that's pushing it, a scam, because there's no scam. The World Health Organization recommends acupuncture for over 200 syndrome or disorders, right? It is covered in a lot of regulated countries. So for example, in Canada, our province in Vancouver in British Columbia, it is regulated here. We have to pass a license in order to practice, and patients receive insurance for it because it's regulated. So insurance would not cover something that's a scam. It would never happen. Second one, I mentioned this earlier, there's no placebo effect for the fact that animals receive acupuncture and it works for them. So how would they know that we're trying to help them? It makes no sense, right? And there's so many studies and evidence-based, which I'm linking below, so you can keep that and send it to people that may argue with you, or have it on your website so people can really understand that this medicine is very useful. Not only that, but in a lot of places in the world, MD use acupuncture, other modality use acupuncture. It's not just licensed acupuncturists. So obviously, it is something that works really, really, really well. So don't let those negative people get to you, because you and I know acupuncture rocks. I just want to say that when I went back to school a long time ago, because I've been practicing since 2003, so it's been a while, but when I went back to school, I was working in the fitness industry. And I had been working in the fitness industry for 15 years, so it's never too late to change career. I know if you change career, please let me know what you did before, because I would love to hear that. But when I went back to school, I did all my research and I picked the school and I decided I was going to go to school full time. And when I told my family, my friends, everyone around me what I was about to do in September, they all of them said, "What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Why rock the boat? You have a great job, you have like a career, why rock the boat? And why would you do acupuncture and Chinese medicine of all things? Like, that's crazy, nobody goes to acupuncture, it's weird, it's woo-woo, like, what is wrong with you?" No one agreed with me. So if that's you, if that's happened to you, or you're about to go to acupuncture school and people are telling you, no, it's because they're scared, because they would never do that. But I followed my heart because I really wanted to learn this. I really wanted to do this because I received acupuncture as a child. I had scoliosis as a child, and acupuncture really, truly helped me, including physiotherapy, chiropractic, osteopathy, acupuncture that I received when I was a child. So my spine and my back pain went away and was rectified. I had to wear a brace. For 1.5 years, I had to sleep on a plywood board at night, which was so hard because you had to sleep on your back, and I used to sleep on my stomach with my neck to the side, which is never a good idea, obviously. So for me, acupuncture was part of my upbringing, and I don't have scoliosis anymore. They completely rectified my spine, and I was used to have all those modalities. So for me, I wanted to follow my heart because I loved acupuncture and I loved the Eastern way of thinking. The philosophy to me really called to me. And so when I went back to school and everybody was like, what are you doing? You're crazy. I followed my heart. And except for marrying my husband, this is probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. I am so happy. I've been practicing, now it is 2023, for 20 years and teaching future practitioners for 14 years. I absolutely love it. And look at me creating videos online because I want the world to know how amazing this medicine is. It rocks, it rocks, it rocks, it rocks. Okay, so let's continue. So let's look at a different one.
Acupuncture. Is it legit or is it a load of waffle? Let's talk about it. Acupuncture is a form of traditional Chinese medicine, and it's been used for hundreds of years, involving putting tiny little needles into your body. Many people claim by it, others think it's pseudoscience. But a 2021 meta-analysis looking at 41 studies focusing on palliative patients, so those who are coming towards the end of their life, found that the use of acupuncture provided greater short-term and long-term pain relief than traditional painkillers. And this is further backed up by NICE, the National Institute for Clinical Excellence, which oversees guidelines in the UK, who recommend acupuncture for chronic pain, migraines, and tension headaches.
It's so good to see creators sharing studies, and there are many of them out there, and I love that because it shows that acupuncture absolutely works. So kudos to this creator, love it. Hello UK, awesome. I wanted to finish with a few weird, bizarre acupuncture video because I think that's funny, and let's look at those and you can tell me what you think.
Sure, you can do that. We just squeeze your shoulders.
Oh, this is fantastic. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna run the whole video because ASMR is a big thing on TikTok, right? It's how people can calm down their anxiety and relax and de-stress by hearing certain sounds. And apparently one of the ASMR is to basically use the acupuncture doll and that's how you calm down. Apparently, it's another way to use acupuncture dolls. But practicing, no. You can use acupuncture doll for ASMR. I think that's really, really funny. Another use for acupuncture perspective. Let me know what you think of that one. Next. Okay, that is the most ridiculous of them all. It's a world record, over 2,200 needles on this gentleman's head as a world record. She can't even put the medal for the world record around his head because of all the needles. That's ridiculous. And if people see this, if they think this is how acupuncture works, they're gonna be really misled. I think you can laugh about it. It's like anything, you have to have a sense of humor. However, if people are looking to get acupuncture, the least amount of needle, for me, in my perspective and my practice, the better the treatment. So it's not about having more needles and the treatment is stronger, better, more effective. It's about the right needles doing the right job for each patient, because we treat the patient, the root cause, the patient as a whole, and then not the disorder, and then we pick a treatment plan with needles, and we don't use 2,200 needles. Most of the time it's going to be between, it depends on the practitioner, I would say 6 to 50 needles. It could be more, it could be less, depending on the age, on the treatment, on every different kind of treatment. But that was funny, so I wanted to share that because it made me laugh a lot, and I think we need to laugh in general. If you haven't seen my reaction video to the worst patient experience with Dr. Mike, check it out here, because it was definitely an eye-opener and a big learning lesson for practitioners and for doctors, because that was a really good one, and I know you guys really enjoyed it and asked me to do more reaction video. That's why I brought you this one. I really, really hope you continue to change the world using acupuncture and Chinese medicine. If you want more, I have so much more on my website, AcuProAcademy.com. And in the meantime, keep rocking it using TCM and keep your sense of humor.